Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another video for you guys. Today, I'm giving you guys my review and my final review before the next movie come out, and of course that is Mission Impossible Fallout, directed by Christopher McQuarrie, starring Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, Simon Pegg, Vin Rames, Henry Cavill, Angela Bassett, Alec Baldwin, and yeah. So this, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on this movie. Obviously, I've reviewed all the other Mission Impossible movies, obviously come leading up to Dead Reckoning Part 1, which at this point I'm hearing it is really, really good, which we all expected that, right? I mean, so far, this is not one of the best action movie franchises in modern times, right? Like, I think we all figured that it was going to be really good. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on Mission Impossible Fallout. I hope you guys are ready for this. If you guys have been enjoying my Mission Impossible series, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Also, go check out my other Mission Impossible reviews. If you haven't checked them out already, go check them out. Enough rambling, you guys. Let's get into this review. Let's get it. Let's go. Like I said, this is Mission Impossible Fallout. Basically, this movie starts with Ethan Hunt is now going after another terrorist group called the Apostles. They are like the other like people that were involved in the syndicate. Like, since the syndicate got disbanded, whoever was left over started a new group called the Apostles, and Ethan Hunt and Mission Impossible Mission Force is after this group because they're trying to get these 3 orbs that basically start this whole nuclear bomb or whatever, and they're basically set out to try to get these 3 orbs so basically the bomb doesn't go off. And yeah, so this movie was directed by Christopher McQuarrie, which is weird because this is the second movie he's directed in the franchise, and usually directors don't return for Mission Impossible movies. If you guys have seen from the first one on to the 5th one, there have been a different director. We had Brian De Palma for the first one, we had John Woo for the second one, we had J.J. Abrams for the 3rd, and we had Brad Bird for the 4th. Then we had Christopher McQuarrie come in for the 5th movie, and now he's come back for the 6th movie, and obviously he's directing Dead Reckoning Part 1 and 2. So they kind of did like the David Yates thing. It's funny that the 5th movie was the one that keeps the people on for the rest of the franchise. And I'm guessing Tom Cruise must really liked working with him. Obviously, he worked with him on Jack Reacher, and then obviously he worked on Mission Impossible Rogue Nation with him. And I guess he really liked his directing style, the way he shot action, and I guess he has a really good time working with him, which obviously you could see it on screen because Rogue Nation was shot very well. The action sequence was very intense, and Tom Cruise looked amazing on screen. And this movie is basically the same thing. This movie is action-packed. It's shot really well. Christopher McQuarrie did an amazing job with the cinematography. Oh my God, the action sequences in this movie are stellar from the opening all the way to the end. Oh my God, the first opening sequence, you have Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill jumping out of a plane, and they're literally skydiving, and it's all in IMAX. It's so fantastic. The IMAX sequences in this movie makes the movie feel with more depth and just more defined. And oh my God, I kind of wish the whole movie was shot in IMAX because the IMAX sequences in this movie are fantastic. Christopher McQuarrie, like I said, did a great job with the direction. The action sequences are very high paced, and also the story is really good. Like I said, obviously all the Mission Impossible have very intriguing stories, but this one is very intriguing. Like I said, we got some new characters into this whole Mission Impossible franchise. We got Angela Bassett, it's like a head of another secret organization thing, and then we got Henry Cavill, is basically like her assassin or something like that, and he's basically set out to do is whatever, if Ethan Hunt goes rogue, he's there to take him out. And I love that whole aspect. I think Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise have great chemistry on screen. Oh my God, Henry Cavill is really good. I can't get mad at Justice League because this is the movie that fucked up Justice League, obviously with the mustache and all this stuff. But Henry Cavill is great in this movie. I wish he would be more things like this. If you guys have not seen Man from U.N.C.L.E., definitely check out. He's really good in that too. But he was like born to play like a secret agent or like a James Bond. He was born to play something like that, and he is really good in this movie. He has a very presence on screen. Obviously, he's like an enforcer on screen, And yeah, he's really good. Obviously, Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise in this movie. He's awesome, very charismatic. He's Ethan Hunt, man. He's doing his, he's always running and getting from point A to point B, like always on the run, always just ahead of the curve. And he's like this in this movie as well. And I love every single minute of it. Tom Cruise just doesn't meet a beat. He's great. Like I said, we got the returning characters come back. We got Simon Pegg coming back. He doesn't feel like he's in the movie that much. Then we got, obviously, Vin Rhames is back in this movie too. Most of these characters are kind of like put off to the side because we got Henry Cavill brought into this. But then we got Rebecca Ferguson coming back, and she's kind of more put off to the side as well. Like, she doesn't come into like middle of the second act, which is cool. And then we got some other new characters. We got, I can't even think of her name at the moment. And of course, it's not on here, but she's like the handler or something like that. Can't think of her name at the moment, but she's a new character in here too. And basically she's like another like middleman to to get things done. And I think she's good in this movie as well. I can't think of the actor's name at the moment, but yeah, she's really good. Rebecca Ferguson is great in this movie as well. Simon Pegg is good. Vin Rhames is good. Everyone is good in this movie. I don't think there's a bad performance in this movie. Angela Bassett just comes in on screen like her first shot of her walking down the aisle. She just has a presence on screen. Angela Bassett just doesn't meet a beat either. Alec Baldwin returns as well, and he's really good in this movie. Like I said, I think the performances are spot on. The direction is spot on. The writing is spot on. The cinematography is spot on. This movie is damn near a masterpiece when it comes to filmmaking and action movie filmmaking as well. The score, oh my God, the score in this movie is fantastic. I can't think of who did the music at the moment, but he or she did an amazing job with the music. It is really spot on. Overall, I really love this movie. Like I said, some of the action set pieces in this movie. There's a scene where they're doing like a heist, and Ethan Hunt kind of messes up the heist, and he's like on the run, and he's like, they're inside this truck. The truck gets stuck, and they hop on these motorcycles, and it just keeps going. Ethan Hunt is like on the run from the police, and like it ends with him like basically hitting a car. And I believe that Tom Cruise did that stunt himself, which is insane. Obviously, we have the scene where he's running after Henry Cavill's character, and he literally breaks his ankle, and they use that shot in the movie when he breaks his ankle when he's jumping from building to building, and it's awesome. Like, I swear to God, seeing Tom Cruise run never gets old, and the way they shoot in this movie is fantastical. There's a helicopter shot of him running on top of this building. It's amazing. Oh my God, this movie is fantastic. And of course, the third act is amazing. You got Tom Cruise literally chasing down Henry Cavill in a helicopter. He learned how to fly a helicopter, and even the shot with him hanging on the string was him actually hanging on a string. I don't think he had no wires or nothing. He was literally hanging on that string for dear life. And it's insane that Tom Cruise will put himself in harm for our entertainment. But that's why we love you. That's why he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's willing to put his body, his life on the line for us entertainment. And it's amazing. It's fantastic. I can't wait to see what he does in Dead Reckoning when it comes to that point of him doing crazy stunts. And that's the one thing I love. These movies are all about the spectacle, but at the end, it still has a great story, great characters, great writing, great direction. Like I said, it's a very intriguing story. Every time I watch this movie, I just get engaged in what's happening on screen. And it's funny because I was watching it with some friends of mine, and they were looking at me just like, they asked me, how many times have you seen it? I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. And they're like, man, you just look like you've never seen it before. I'm like, man, just because this story is so engaging, the characters are so great. The character dynamics, man, like it's great. It's great. We got the actor who plays Stephen Lang, or Simon Lang, is back in this movie as well. He's good in this too. He feel like he's given a lot more to do. Not really. I guess you could say he's not given a lot more to do, but he feels like he got a lot more to do in this movie than he did in Rogue Nation. I guess, but not really. But I thought he was good in this movie too. Like I said, overall, this movie is fantastic. I definitely recommend it. If you guys have not seen Mission Impossible Fallout, definitely check it out. It's one of the best action movies in the last 10 years, for sure. Tom Cruise is on top of his game. All the cast of characters, Henry Cavill, Alec Baldwin, Rebecca Ferguson, Stephen Lang, Simon Pegg, everyone is great in this movie. I kind of wish Jeremy Renner would have came back, but I think he was, I'm guessing he was filming Endgame or something around this time, so he couldn't obviously be in this movie. I kind of wish he would have came back, because I do like his character from Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation. But overall, like I said, I absolutely love this movie. It's fantastic. The 4K transfer also looks amazing. If you guys have not bought it on 4K, definitely buy it on 4K. It looks fantastic. The score is great. The direction is great. Christopher McQuarrie directed the hell out of this movie. Tom Cruise is awesome. I don't know how much more I have to say. This movie is fantastic. Definitely check it out if you haven't. That does it for my Mission Impossible series reviews. Obviously, the next one I'll be reviewing is Dead Reckoning, and I'm so excited. Can't wait to watch it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe for more. And I'm on this one, you guys. Peace out.